Welcome back, everybody, to some more DCRL action. It's a little late, but we got some games rolling for you. We got two games tonight. We got Dog Nappers versus Goofy Goobers, followed up by a lovely Div C matchup that these names are too new for me to know, so I will get back to you on that one. Actually, you know what? I know how to do my job. I can just press this. We got Bad Wi-Fi versus Jumbo Nut following this up right after. So going back, we are running Dog Nappers, Goofy Goobers. It's going to be a good series. Paco, how you feeling about this tonight?
I'm feeling good. It's going to be a good Div B matchup. Div B usually is a very good division to watch, so I'm ready for some entertainment.
Sounds good. Make sure you get your predictions in. They're open for another couple minutes here. Not much longer left, but it's not going to be any Div A, but it's still some Div B. And honestly, these two teams, it's gonna be a fun bout to watch. We're gonna hop on over to the lovely little screen that shows you the division. As you can see, nobody's done jack diddly squat yet because the first games tonight are just now being played, but that's okay. We get to see all of these team names that are somewhat they're bad. They're bad this season. That's okay. That's okay. Team names are always a little rough, but it works. We'll with that being said, hop on over to Dog Nappers. And this team honestly stunned the hell out of me coming into the season. I looked at the board and I'm like, oh, Rickamus Prime's the captain. That's sick. Good for him. Pick shaded up. I'm like, okay, solid pick for the for like the area in the round. That's okay. That's cool. That's cool. And then I see him reach. And like, he didn't reach like crazy far, but he still reached all the way down and grabbed his old teammate Huskers. And I'm like, this is either going to be a really great pick or this is probably the worst pick at Div B draft. And we'll find out tonight as Huskers makes his return to Div B under a new name. So let's see. Is Shaded better than V-Storm? Will Stormwatch 2.0 reign supreme? I'm not sure. Paco, what do you see with this team?
Man, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that, Ben. I was just about to bring up the V-Storm pick of last semester. I agree. I think Huskers is definitely going to be the wild third man here. Like you said, Rickamus Prime reaching down to pick up Huskers, and it's a 50-50. This pick could pay off, or it could be the doom of this team. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. Personally, I played this team last season without Shaded, and it wasn't a crazy match. It went where it needed to go. I'm pretty sure they got a couple goals on us. They played well. I mean, Rickamus, I think when he's on, he's one of the better like Champ 3, High Champ 2, Mid to Champ 3 like players that I like know. He's got some crazy mechs. He performed extremely well in high school, and I think he's trying to make that resemble now in college. As we're gonna take a quick look over at Goofy Goobers and Paco. You know anything about these guys?
I know a couple things, a little bit. I don't know too much about Sleepy. I've heard, I mean, obviously he's a captain, so he has to be a good player, especially to be captain in Div B. Skull, he's a longtime veteran. I've casted with him a couple semesters ago on LAN. That was a lot of fun. He's always been a very consistent player. And like I said, good player all around. And then Steve has been all over the place. Steve was in Div C. He teamed with Tech 7 a couple semesters ago, and he was captain last semester. But now he's in Div B as a third man. And honestly, Steve has a pretty high ceiling. If he's feeling it, he's feeling it. And I think it's gonna definitely come down to the third man. And comparing Steve and Huskers, I've seen more of Steve. Mm-hmm. So I do think that Goofy Goobers might have the edge here, but I haven't seen a lot of Huskers play. So we'll just kind of have to see how these two teams kind of come up against each other.
Yeah, I mean, Huskers has that Div B experience over Steve. Steve got to the third place in LAN 2 seasons ago. Last season, not really his game. Not the greatest look for Bodacious last season, but it wasn't the worst in the world. They won some games they needed to win. It was a little rough heading into playoffs, and it didn't turn out too well. But he's with another player, Skull. He was the second man last season. Div B went all the way to LAN. Didn't last in LAN, but it was still solid and Sleepy. LAN experience, at least one round of LAN experience, unless I'm completely dumb. But I mean, Sleepy, known as one of the fastest players in DCRL, I mean, you just got to watch out. Skull's pretty solid. Steve, when he's on, goes crazy against a team where it's a lot of proving that has to be done. Huskers, he had a lot of improvement heading into DCRL, but seemed to stagnate hard when trying to get used to that Div B style and Div B play. Shaded played extremely well last season, has some pretty high peaks. They're a little discussed, but he does what he can. He plays pretty dang well up in that like C3 to C3 area. And Rickamus Prime didn't have the greatest last season. We'll see if he can do well this season. And I think this is really his show out match. Can Rickamus Prime perform well, and can these teams take what they need to do, take it into action, and find a way through tonight? And yeah, I can't say much more because we're about to head into this game.
Alrighty, bet. I mean, what do you think, Penn? What team do you have? What's your prediction?
Ooh, prediction. I'm gonna take. Let me fix the lovely overlay. Paco explains the game after my prediction, but I'm not honestly that sure. I think I'm taking Goofy Goobers in 4.
All right, I'm gonna go Dog Nappers, and I'm gonna say Game 5. Game 5.
That's not bad. I don't hate that. Game 5, it definitely could go that far. I wouldn't be surprised. All right.
So far, looking pretty even with these teams.
Overlay looking good. Sleepy doesn't want to give me a camera, and Shaded likes to be sideways. Other than that, living the dream. Sounds good. Yeah, no, I mean, Sleepy is very fast, but it really comes down to, can he stay consistent in the air? Can he make that effective pressure work for him? Can he open up his teammates with opportunities? The Skull lines one middle. Huskers able to send it away over Sleepy. Rickamus Prime tries to follow. Skull with a nice clear out, and Shaded forced to take it to the wall. Can't get past Sleepy. Sleepy sends it back down to Huskers, who floats it away, and they lose possession again. Oh, wait, hold up. This quick on the follow. That's a nice shot.
That was a pretty nice shot. I mean, Steve kind of got caught out of his net. Didn't realize that Huskers was there, maybe. But just an unfortunate circumstance here for Steve.
Yeah, no doubt. Honestly, I saw that going a little differently, but Steve caught out in the water, but he gets his chance back here. Can't quite get it past anyone other than just a whiff. Rickamus pinch out to Skull. Skull, he can't really get anything to go. And I think we saw it right there. I mean, it was just a little bit of a defensive mistake by Huskers, and it leads out to now they have to fight their way back here. I mean, Shaded played everything well. Steve played everything well, but oh no. Paco.
What happened here?
A little bit of miscommunication on defense.
Oh no.
And that's Steve
Where did
right there.
Rickamus go? Golly.
He went away, but
maybe he was looking for a pass, probably.
Steve, yeah, no, Steve honestly found his way back there. Not too bad. As he makes a little whip there. Rickamus with open room. Can't get it past Skull. Skull sends it away. Can't get much more. It was a nice touch out, but Shaded with time. Gets taken away by Steve. Huskers back into the mix, but it floats away up towards Shaded.
Rickamus looking to set something up here. Shaded with a pass. Got into nobody as Huskers gets a nice clear. Skull setting it up. Shade has a touchdown. Skull's right there waiting in the wing. Rickamus, good clear. Steve has to rush back. He has Sleepy back. Sleepy with a nice save. Kind of risky though. Skull puts it down towards Sleepy. Sleepy tries to put it on net, but Dog Nappers was there to save it. Rickamus sending it towards Goofy Goobers inside. Doesn't really have anything going. Shader will take possession. Up in the air, Skull with a nice challenge, but right down to Huskers. Huskers gonna try to get a nice 50 with Steve. Sleepy there to clear it out.
Yeah, that was a nice clear, but this one floats high and middle. Shaded can't get quite the touch he was looking for. Skull awkward in the corner, sends towards Steve. Steve collects well, cut off by Rickamus. This ball floating in the blue half, but cut off early by Skull. Skull, nice pop high and mid. Sleepy's up in the air. He gets a shot through 2 and finds it home. Goofy Goobers take a 2-1 lead.
Hey, Penn, you were just talking how fast Sleepy was, and honestly, he is dusting everybody. He was up like 2 seconds before Dog Nappers could even react to the ball.
Yeah, he's a quick one, and honestly, it showed primely there. Huskers gets a nice kickoff, though. Shaded, quick on the follow, but Skull like an iron wall in the back of the net. This ball floating back towards him. He's able to get control, but bumped by his own teammate. This ball floating mid and high. Can't quite get followed by Shaded and gets pulled around the side and sent away.
Sleepy, having control of this ball, has some time, gets a pop around 1, looking to set up his team. Steve is looking to get up, but Shaded pops off to the side. Skull pushes up. That's going to be an awkward bounce, and Rickamus is going to try to clear this ball. Has some nice control, going for a nice air dribble, but Sleepy there to collect. Oh, Shaded with a nice demo on Sleepy, but Steve and Skull managing to keep this in the half of Dog Nappers, trying to give Goofy Goobers some time. Sleepy putting it towards the net. Skull's going to be right back to put that back in the Dog Nappers half. Misses his flick. Rickamus is going to try to clear it, and Dog Nappers will have a little bit of time to breathe.
Yeah, this ball just slowly floating in this orange half. Gives him time. Huskers with a tone to the back wall. Sent back mid, but Shaded a little slow in the jump. Steve's able to break some contact. Skull with a nice shot long, but Huskers pops it high. Shaded quick to follow, but it's straight to Steve. Steve into the corner. Followed up well by Sleepy. Skull can't find anything home. This ball floating back towards Stevie's low boost. He gets a pop. No one there, though, to follow, and Huskers able to get it out wide. This is looking very awkward on defense for Dog Nappers, but they're holding on. Can Goofy Goobers find a way in?
Honestly, it's not looking too good. Goofy Goobers are taking a ton of time off this clock, just keeping the pressure on Dog Nappers, keeping them on their back heels. As Shaded tries to get it clear out, but Sleepy once again is there to keep it in. Skull is up, trying to get this off the backboard. Rickamus with a good touch out. Can he finally get this cleared? Sleepy's up. Rickamus finally clears his ball for Dog Nappers, and hopefully the Dog Nappers can put some pressure on as time is ticking down.
Yeah, but Huskers made Shaded awkward. Shaded forced to drop down. Rickamus trying to take it out of his own half. No time left. The clock ticking down here. They've got 2 seconds to go, and this ball floats deeper and deeper into this orange half. And the time, as it ticks away, you realize that Goofy Goober is going to find one more.
3-1 going into the next game. Right now, Goofy Goobers have all the momentum right now. The question is now, how do Dog Nappers adjust to this Goofy Goobers team in order to hopefully pick up a couple wins here?
Yeah, that was a great look there by Goofy Goobers, and they take that in stride, and it comes off the back of Skull and Sleepy just connecting. Steve got the little bit of a goal there, but I mean, it was looking pretty lights out from those two, specifically Sleepy, playing at a lot faster level than Rickamus and Shaded. And honestly, if I want to see any improvement here, it's gonna have to come out of Rickamus. He's getting good touches, but they have like no backbone to them, so it's kind of making me a little upset.
No, yeah, I completely agree. And let's highlight the shots here. You compare the shots between Goofy Goobers and Dog Nappers. There is literally no competition here. Like, the amount of pressure that Goofy Goobers had during that game is literally unmatched. I feel like the ball was in Dog Nappers half the entire game.
Yeah, no, that's no doubt. And honestly, I mean, there wasn't like an insane difference in control of the game. It was just when they got on offense, Dog Nappers couldn't do anything. And so, I mean, it's really just, I need to see more out of Rickamus and a little more out of Huskers. He was able to get that one goal, but it was off a bit of a misplay. And in the end, it didn't really matter considering they end up going down by a decent bit. As Huskers get the chance here mid, but this ball pops high. The Shaded gets cut off by Sleepy. Sleepy to Steve. Steve sends it high. Can Sleepy get the read? Not quite, but Steve comes off the back of the whip and finds one early. Goofy Goobers up 1-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, Huskers just missed his, or not Huskers, that was somebody else. But, you know, just an unfortunate whiff by Dog Nappers and leaves their third man in an awkward position, and Steve will be able to sink that every time.
Yeah, it's not a hard shot to make, but they need to find something here. As Shaded goes for the double off the backboard, he gets it. This ball floating high in mid, floating back towards Rickamus, Skull in the air. He misses, but it makes Rickamus second guess himself, so he doesn't go. Shaded pushing out of his own half, tries to play against Steve, can't do much. A little awkward as Steve tries to get something across the line. Rickamus forced to rotate back. Sleepy goes up high, puts it on the crossbar, but it floats away. He wants that one back. Maybe Skull will get it for him. No, that one's sent away as well.
Some good defense here by Dog Nappers. They just need to be able to clear it, but Sleepy pounds it right back in. Skull with a shot off the post again. Sleepy gonna keep this in. Unfortunate team bump coming out. Huskers trying to clear this. Steve gonna try to keep it in, but good clear by Shaded. Huskers is there, trying to get a touch mid. Good 50 with Sleepy. Sleepy trying to clear this one out, but Rickamus is gonna go up, gonna pop it up for his team. Nobody there. Skull looking for the pass to Sleepy. Can he get it in? Oh my goodness, so close. The pressure is still on though. Steve trying to pop it up. Sleepy rotating back. Skull will take control. Coming out with a nice 50. Steve's there with a catch. Gets bumped, but Skull is also there again. Trying to keep this play alive. The ball is in the air. Sleepy banging it off the corner. Shaded's there waiting as this ball is trickling down. The pressure from Goofy Goobers is unrelenting. Can Dog Nappers hang on here, Pen?
I'm not quite sure as that ball almost finds its way in. Huskers can get around one, but not two as this ball flies towards the other side. Shaded, he's got all the boosts in the world, but not a lot of room as they always seem to get him right before he gets out of his own half. He's able to single man over all of it. But at the end of the day, now Rickamus left with no boost. Stuck on the back line. Skull shoots for bar. Finds the crossbar. The woodwork, the defender of the game for this Dog Napper side. And while that is helping, they're still down 1-0. We got half this game left, and they need to find some semblance of offense.
Steve with a crazy shot on net. Another good save from Dog Nappers. Sleepy putting it in. Good demo coming out of Steve. Another demo coming out. Sleepy gets his revenge. Huskers popping it over to Shaded. Shaded might have an opportunity, but he misses. Sleepy gonna put that on net. Rickamus, good save. Skull with a shot. Can he get it in? Huskers with a nice save. Steve there for a 50. Sleepy's gonna back pass this to Skull, but almost passes to Huskers, and Huskers gets beats Skull. Sleepy with a mistouch towards the net. Steve has to turn around. Steve, no boost. Skull in net. Has a chance to clear it here. Sleepy gets a nice clear, and it's a 50. Isn't it in? No, it's off the post. Sleep with another shot. Oh! And who was it? Rickamus with an unfortunate whiff.
I mean, it's a hard shot to try to save.
Oh, he owned goal, not a whiff.
Yeah, his best bet was really to go for it off that bounce, but that's so hard to read that I'm not surprised. I probably would have done the same thing and probably own goaled it myself. This ball floating back towards the Dog Nappers goal line, able to take away. Sleepy can't quite get anything to go there. As Huskers tries to get around one, he's able to do so, but this ball floating high in the middle, sent away. My co-caster decides to leave chat for about 3 milliseconds. Rickamus can't get anything here. Steve able to take it out, but Shaded find something here early. They need to get some semblance of offense here. Their only goal, a little bit of luck out of Huskers off a misplay by Steve. And they need to find something this game as they're running out of time with 1:10 left. Huskers can't get anything to go. This ball popped high by Shaded. Skull knocks it down to Huskers. Huskers, he's got power, but Sleepy's there. Sends it to the corner. The ball floating back in the mid. Sent away. What a save by Sleepy, and he's keeping his team alive in the defensive half as he tries to get around one. Can't quite. Rickamus with the moves in the air, gets one on target and puts it away. Rickamus find one back here. 48 seconds left and 1 goal down.
Nice ball and car control here by Rickamus. Steve just gets caught out and leaving Skull in a very awkward position. Dog Nappers have a chance. 48 seconds. It's a lot of time, but they need to bring the pressure right now up and keep Goofy Goobers on their back foot.
100% as Sleepy does just that, launching into their corner. Rickamus pops it up high once, can't get it past 2 though. This ball floating into the middle, sent away by Skull, and that might just be the nail into the coffin this game.
Skull literally having all the time in the world. Nobody was up to contest that ball, and what a touch by Steve, getting it out towards mid to give Skull that chance. Good team play here by Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, it was a great shot as Sleepy able to get that through on the line. Rickamus up. He's got a lot of time, but not a lot of pressure. Huskers finds that one away. Someone shut me up because they have a chance.
Hold the phone, Pen. Hold the phone. This is a good team play here by Dog Nappers, and as we've said before, 48 seconds, they still have time. They still do have time. They just need to hold it together here.
Sorry, trying to K-tool caster curse right now, but Shaded goes to the outside. Rickamus on the follow. Skull, he's gonna have an easy clear, but he needs to follow up here. Nice, gets it around Shaded once. Huskers on an awkward attempt there. This ball floating back in. Sleepy, pop over one. Can he do much more? 10 seconds left. Time running out. Shaded pops this one high and mid. Rickamus up, but he's sent away. This ball floating into the half. Anything? No. Goofy Goobers find another one there on match point.
Dog Nappers were looking pretty threatening there in the last 48 seconds of this game here, Penn. Do you think they're starting to put it together? Trying to kind of figuring out this Goofy Goobers team?
I mean, to be honest, Goofy Goobers are pretty basic. You gotta just get past Sleepy and hope to God that Skull or Steve mess up on the back line. Both their goals were just awkward rotations by either Steve or Skull. And it came down to Sleepy just not being in position, not being in rotation, or just getting beat. And so you need that to repeat, and that's not an easy thing to force. And especially for this Dog Napper side, they need to get some offense going. I saw very, very lackluster offense out of them, specifically O-Shaded. I need to see more out of him. Huskers started getting a little more effective pressure. I saw a little bit more out of specifically Rickamus that game. He got a nice goal. I need to see Shaded, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who said he was underranked, the man who said he was a top dog. He wanted to be in Div C, Div B this semester. He wanted to be in Div B last semester. And I need to see specifically that performance right now as we head into game number 3. It's all on the line for them. This is match point for Goofy Goobers. Can Dog Nappers find their way back?
It's time for Shade to prove himself. This is time. You know, he has to prove that he can step up. But Steve with a good air dribble to start this out. Rickamus, nice clear. Sleepy gonna put that one right back in. Shaded, trying to take control here. Good 50 with Skull. It's a little awkward. Steve is up already. Can he get the read? No, straight down. But Skull there to collect.
There's a nice touch by Skull. He floats this one mid. It's over Shaded. Put on target by Sleep. Oh wow. That was by, yeah, Sleepy. I almost messed up there in my brain. Skull with a nice touch high across. Right to Sleepy. Sleepy popped this one up again. Off the pinch. Gets a nice follow. This ball floating high for Steve. Can he get good contact? Yes, he can. This ball's going to drop straight down to Skull, but he sends it high. Oh, man. Almost an open net, but Skull can't find his way through, and Rickamus will get a chance on offense here, but he sends it straight to Sleepy. Puts a shot kind of towards target as he gets another one off the backboard. Can he get any follow? Followed by Steve, but no, sent away by Shaded, and they get a second to breathe.
You know, honestly, this Dog Nappers team is reminding me a lot of the RLCS team Cloud9 or Omelet now. You know, good defense and they capitalize on mistakes, but it's a really hard playstyle to maintain when you're having all this pressure pounded on you over and over and over again.
Yeah, sadly that is not a very consistent ability by most players, especially down in this rank as Rickamus tries to get something to go. Shaded with a nice follow. Skull can't get there. He finds his first goal, and for the man I was asking for some offense from, that's what I needed to see.
I was just about to comment on that, Penn. I think Shaded heard you, and he's starting to show up now for his team.
I really hope he didn't hear me, because, oh my god, I don't think I could focus and play at the same time as Steve. Floats this one off to the side. Rickamus with a nice catch off. Skull pops this one up. It's a nice pinch out, but it's straight to Huskers, who launched this hardy at the backboard. Comes off, but Steve is there. And a nice cut by Rickamus, but there's not any offensive pressure here by Dog Nappers in the center half, and they lose the midfield advantage. This ball floating mid, sent away by Rickamus. A nice touch. Can he follow it up? No, it goes high. Is there anyone there to follow? Oh, just not there by Huskers, and it was close, but no cigar.
Still, Dog Nappers putting on some pressure here. This one's floating towards mid. Oh no! That is unfortunate for the Dog Nappers team. Just too close to the net. One's rotating back. Huskers, honestly, he probably shouldn't have gone for that ball, if we're being honest.
I mean, I don't think it's honesty more than blatant observation that he probably was a little too pushed up as a third man. But that's for VOD reviews. This is casting. Steve with a nice touch up high. Can he follow it? Yes, he can. But it's a triple commit. But does it work out? Not quite. Huskers keeps it away, but it goes in by Sleepy. And one of the things that you should never do in Rocket League somehow makes its way into a lovely, lovely Goofy Goobers goal.
just Goofy Goobers very lucky there that Dog Nappers were a little awkward on their defensive rotations and Sleepy able to capitalize on that confusion.
Yeah, a little luck there, I'm not gonna lie. As this ball floats towards Sleepy, gets a
Oh,
shot
Lord.
top right.
Woo!
Sent away by Huskers. Dog Nappers, they're on their back foot. Rickamus needs to get something here. It's awkward, he misses. This ball floating back, Shaded just forced to send it back towards Skull. Skull trying to get something to his teammate. Huskers follows it up well. Can he get something high? A nice pass down. Shaded pops it off the backboard. No one quite there. Steve tries to pinch out, but Rickamus on the follow from the pinch sends it away. We're tied up.
Dog Nappers are fighting for their lives right now. 2-2 with 2:12 left to play. Rickamus with an excellent capitalization on an opportunity, unfortunately created by Steve. But Dog Nappers still have a chance here. They are not done yet.
Yeah, it's still match point. And as a man, an old man, a very old man named K-Tool always seems to say, the hardest game to win is match point. As the ball floats in and Steve can't get much of a touch. Skull pops this one up to try to keep it out of his half. This touch goes well into the half, but sent away immediately. This ball almost on target. Shaded able to get it away. Ball coming back mid. Top left, but not quite there. Steve's ball gets sent away. And Skull on the back line kind of awaits this ball's entrance as it slowly gets away there. Rickamus tries to get something to go. Not quite. Oh, Huskers can't do much as he just stalls into the center. Sleepy to follow hard off the backboard. Met well there by Huskers. This ball floating mid. I didn't like that touch nearly as much as the first one as it kind of leaves them stuck in their corner. Rickamus sends it away. And this ball just stays in this Goofy Goobers possession.
Goofy Goobers putting on that pressure they have all series, but Shady gets a nice clear, has some time, but Skull is there, popping it out. Huskers looking for the shot. Rickamus there to back him up, but good 50 here by Skull. Steve, the one-on-one, gets it under Shaded. Sleepy is up. Dust Rickamus. Huskers is last back.
Oh,
good touch.
no!
It's on, but no, just off. Shaded is up, trying to clear this, but Skull puts it back on. Huskers with another great save. Shaded controlling this in the corner here. Gets it over Sleepy. Has a little bit of time, but Skull is there. Sleepy trying to go up, cause some confusion, but Skull puts it right back in. Rickamus gets a touchdown to the corner, giving his team a little bit of time. Shaded is up. Nice touch to the corner. Rickamus is there.
Oh!
It's just off.
And that's been the story of Sleepy so far right here. Not a lot of accuracy. 3 missed goals in a row. He needs to find something here. Momentum could fail them. They are on the back line here. It's 2-2. 8 seconds left. If they find a goal here, it's all over for this Dog Napper side. But Shaded's up. He's past 1. He's past 2. And it's 1 second left. It goes in. Shaded finds a way back to this game. And Dog Nappers take a lead.
Shaded with a great goal. Honestly, I have no idea how Sleepy missed that. But what a great goal here by Shaded.
I mean, I can't say much, but he finds his way, and this ball's gonna drop. Dog Nappers find their way back into this match, even if it's just a crawl, as the momentum shifts just barely and Shaded, the main attacking factor of that momentum change.
You know, Penn, I think Shade is finally awake. I think he was sleeping those first 2 games. I think he's actually awake and ready to play now.
No, I think he was just... How do I say this? Talking mad, you know what, to specifically...
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then finally when he stopped and locked in, he actually started winning. It's crazy. But yeah, no. It's a good game for Shaded.
It's crazy what happens when you lock in.
True. And this is kind of like a weird situation where they lost out on shots by a decent bit, but their offensive pressure was so good that it didn't matter. They still had a very commanding pullback in that game. We're able to find a way to win it. We come back in here. Dog Nappers, they find that one scratch back game, but can they keep going? This ball floating in. All I'm going to say is my prediction still stands. If good old Goofy Goobers take this in 4, Dog Nappers. Huskers takes it high on the wall, sends this one mid, straight to Skull, and Rickamus can't quite get that through Skull. Oh, Shaded Can't get anything past Steve as Steve tries to get something out here. This ball, another dime on the target. Rick and Miss on the follow. Sends it towards the back wall. And this ball is just being honed into this Goofy Goobers net.
Huskers with a nice touch out. Shade is there. Looking to set up a play here. Shade trying to get a shot on goal, but it's too high. Steve having time, but Husker dives in, creating some awkwardness. Sleepy has no boost to work with. Gonna try to go for 50 anyway. Shade is up. Tries to get a shot on, but nothing there. Steve and Skull looking quite awkward here in their back corner. Skull tries to get it clear out. Shade is a little awkward. Gets demoed by Sleepy. Skull has a chance. Oh, but Sleepy can't get it. Steve still with a shot. Oh, but it's just off.
Yeah, and they want that one back. They had an opportunity. The dumps and demos weren't on the right people. And Steve missed his opportunity to get that goal to go. Skull going to monkey mode. His demo's coming in. And Steve finds a goal there.
There we go. Goofy Goobers on a roll. Good demo by Skull opening it up. And Huskers just got caught out. And good placement there by Steve.
Taco, a little knowledge from last season. Skull led the league in demos. It was only Div B, so it was probably about 2 demos a game, but still, he is the man, the myth, the one who does get them in this division, at least last season, and I haven't seen Gray Skull move up, so I'm going to keep him to that man in my head. This ball floats high, Skull collects it well, sends this one mid, Rickamus launches it to Narnia off the backboard, sent away as Skull tries to follow. This ball, he's got a chance, can't get it around. Steve on the quick follow, but it whiffs, and Rickamus will try to move this into the middle half.
Jaded with a giant pop up, Sleeping, trying to get a 50. Huskers gets a nice beat. Skull there to collect. Rickamus there as well. Gets a misread. Dog nappers are kind of pushed up here. Shade has to go up, make a backboard touch, trying to control it. Huskers there, gets a kind of a good 50 with Steve. Skull waiting. Booming it out. Sleepy is going to try to read this ball off the corner bounce. He does. It's up. Skull is also up. Gets it past one. Huskers looking really awkward here. Can Sleepy turn and try to get this mid? He's going to let Steve take over. Steve with the mustard. But Rickamus is able to save it and clear it out for Dog Nappers.
That was an interesting mustard attempt. I'm not going to lie. Skull can't get the low 50 to go. Huskers gets it past one. Sleepy gets cut off early. A nice save by Steve. He sends it away. This ball floating towards Shaded. He's got enough time in the world to build a castle around this ball. As Skull takes it away from him in the air. Huskers watches Skull. It's a nice pass down, but Rickamus is there. Sends it out wide. Shaded gets a nice follow. This ball floating high. He gets the boost, but Steve's got the time for the ball. Huskers, a little whiff. Shaded, quick to follow. This is not doing much here. They need to find something that'll actually go mid as a nice touch away. And Huskers can't find anything. Sleepy's going to get some good momentum into their half.
Sleepy going for the double. So close, but still there. Bar down.
Hey, the man made land last season. You can't count him out as Sleepy. It's a little bit of an awkward touch there. Skull, the power of God, sends that one straight into the crossbar, but able to follow it up this time. And Goofy Goobers, 2-0 lead. And with a minute 46 left, Dog Nappers need to find a way back into this match. And that might be a good start as Rickamus, off the kickoff, finds his way into the goal.
Man, just a nice kickoff here from Shaded. Rickamus with good speed, getting up past Sleepy. And, gives Dog Nappers a chance here, Ben.
Yeah, 1 goal away here. It only took him 4 seconds to find the one back as Rickamus sends this one to the wall. Huskers quick to follow. Can he use the ceiling jump for anything? No. This ball floating back. Not made well by Shaded. What a great touch by Steve, but Sleepy on the follow. Can he get anything more? No. Rickamus is going to try to take it out of his own half. Gets around 1, gets around 2. Can't get the bump on the 3rd. But Huskers is there. Sends a shot on, and Dog Nappers are back in this game.
Just a good play here by Rickamus. Realizes Skull is last back. Skull can't get a good touch. And unfortunately, it just pinches out to Huskers perfectly. And like you said, Dog Nappers still have a chance here in game number 4.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll see if they can continue to make this effective pressure reign true for them as Shaded tries to get one on. It's sent away, and this ball floating high. Is it met well there? And this ball gets sent away easily. A nice follow by Shaded on the sidewall. Can he get anything to go here? It's a nice attempt, but not enough. Shaded locks another goal down, and they go from 2-0 down to 3-2 up.
Just a nice shot on by Shaded here. Steve gets the save, but does not have enough power to clear the ball, and unfortunately, that ball just rolls right in for Dog Nappers.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see if you're a Dog Nappers fan. Definitely wanted to see a more effective take by them. I don't know if you are a Dog Nappers fan, you want to see it, but
Gosh.
oh boy, is this the Shaded
And
show and Friends?
this might be, honestly. I mean, I think we're seeing a Goofy Goobers like low-key breakdown here, just looking very awkward here on defense.
So the Shaded show with Friends. Got it.
Yeah, basically. Like you said, Shaded's locked in now.
Yeah, no doubt. An absolute like masterclass from him this game. This ball popping down. Is anyone there to follow? Not quite. Floats away. Sleepy can't get anything to go there, but it's a nice touch high. No one turning in to help as Sleepy tries to get something mid. Doesn't quite go. Skull doesn't have the boost to get up there. Lets this ball roll past him. Nice touch by one. Can he get anything more? This ball floating mid, sent away. And they will maintain, but they need to find some goals here. Not a lot of time left, and this is looking like it'll go Dog Nappers' way.
Yeah, time ticking down. Dog Nappers having good control as time winds down. Steve on his back while trying to get it out here towards Sleepy. Shaded with a nice cutoff. That's going to roll up. Skull trying to get this out towards Sleepy. Sleepy and Steve up, looking for a goal, almost getting it. But Dog Nappers barking back here, trying to get the reverse sweep here on Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not what I expected to see. Shaded with another class performance. He finds his way back into this match after a couple lackluster starts. And out of nowhere, we find ourselves Game 5, Champions Field. And this could go really anywhere. Honestly, I didn't expect it to go this effectively towards the Game 5. It looks so in control for the Goofy Goobers side that this just makes no sense.
Yeah, honestly, like the first two games that we saw, like you just saw Goofy Goobers just absolutely dominating Dog Nappers. But Dog Nappers have flipped the switch here, and they are going toe to toe here with this Goofy Goobers team, and we have a Game 5.
We do indeed, and out of nowhere, we find ourselves in Champions Field. Shaded on a roll. Can he continue that here? Or will Sleepy be able to pull his team back? Will Skull get some offensive pressure? Will Steve find his way to the net? I'm not quite sure, but Dog Nappers with all the momentum heading into this match.
Oh, absolutely. Looking quite nice here. I'm not gonna lie, Pen, I got disconnected.
You did?
Yep.
Alright, well, we will deal with that in just a moment here. As that's a nice touch up high by Shaded. Shaded sends that away. Rickamus sends it, stays towards the backline. Skull with a nice pop in the air. Steve to follow. Pops that one high. Rickamus prime. Sends it even higher. Skull can't follow. Ball floating back into the blue half as Sleepy gets a touch out wide into the corner. Steve with a whiff. This ball floating. Shaded tries to put something on. Can't quite. And Huskers, no follow there. Sleepy sends this one away. Rickamus prime. Floating in his back line. Met well by Shaded. Shaded. That's an awkward touch, but Huskers with a nice save away. Rickamus to follow out. This ball floating back into the orange half again. Steve can't get anything as he sends this one high. Sleepy forced to watch. Doesn't want to make the commit at the third man. A Skull can't find anything in the orange half. Sleepy goes for the ground pinch, but he doesn't have enough boost to get there. A follow up by Steve, puts it on, and Goofy Goobers find the first one in this match. I'm gonna try to get my co-caster back in here because he decided to leave us. Are you in the party still?
I've been kicked from the party.
There you go.
Alright, let's see.
You're just gonna have to join through the private match like window, my man. I cannot like help you in that. You gotta go to private match, join private match, party match. But this ball floating mid towards Skull. Skull sends this one away. It's high for Sleepy, but he can't quite get there with the boost he had. His ball floating to the orange corner. Huskers with a nice touch around one. One demo for his efforts. Sleepy sends it out towards Rickamus. Rickamus can't quite make the cut. This ball floating mid. It's awkward for everyone. and no one finds the goal there as it just slides across their line. Goal with a nice angle, and Goofy Goobers find another 2-0 lead. Now what they need to do this game, Paco, that they didn't do last game, is this magical thing called holding the lead. They have a 2-0 lead. They gotta maintain. They cannot do what they did last game and let Dognappers, specifically Shaded, find his way back in this match.
I couldn't agree more. You know, like you said, Goofy Goobers have to playing this pressure. They cannot let Dognappers get comfortable here. As Skull tries to get a nice shot on, but Shaded has a save. Rickamus looking to set up a play here, but Sleepy has a nice 50. Shaded with a pop up. Skull up early to meet it. Good demo by Sleepy. Rickamus is left with no boost. Skull trying to get a beat, but Rickamus has a nice 50. Sleepy trying to set up a play here, but Shaded once again has a nice touch out. Steve touches out mid. Shaded trying to kiss for his team. Skull looking a little awkward on his back foot, and Rickamus with a nice shot on net.
Yeah, what a touch here by Shaded, followed up well by Rickamus. And Dognappers find another one to try to get themselves back in here. They've been clawing back all series. Will they find their way back into this game here? They've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds-ish to do it. Sleepy tries to beat out Shaded here. He's got no boost, but he's got position. Shaded able to get that one away. Steve tries to pop this one back. Can't make a pressure forward as Shaded can't get around Skull. Skull, ball floating high. Huskers can't make the touch, and Goofy Goobers get their 2-goal lead as Skull finds that one off the pop.
It is an awkward floater on net, and Huskers just barely misses, and that will just go in here for Goofy Goobers. Now, as we said before, Goofy Goobers has this cushion, but they need to hold on for these next 2 minutes.
Yeah, Skull takes it around the side. This ball floating down in front of net. No one there to follow. It's a nice attempt there, but Steve, a little awkward, lets himself get behind the ball, but luckily has a little bit of boost ahead of this Rickamus Prime, man. This ball floating back. Huskers can't beat out Skull. Skull gets this back into the orange half, and Shaded gets the ball taken right off his car. Can't get a touch away, but a nice touch out by Rickamus Prime keeps them alive. He sends one away towards Steve. Steve gets a nice touch mid. This ball floating high in mid. Skull able to get it out towards Sleepy. Sleepy can't quite make contact, and this ball will get back into the orange half.
Sleepy have some time, but Huskers with a nice clear out. Skull just picked up a big boost. Huskers has control, trying to 50. Good 50 with Skull. Rickamus is up. Steve has a 50. Shaded with a nice 50 towards net. Skull with a good touch. It's going to rope the wall. Huskers trying to get him off the ball. Does. Steve trying to beat Rickamus, but Rickamus has a good touch. Sleepy putting this back down towards Steve. Rickamus with an awkward touch. Huskers tries to beat Sleepy, but Sleepy there with a nice read. What a shot by Steve!
Driving the first nail down. Can they continue to keep them away? Trying to put them down and maintain this game that they felt like they've had all series, but just haven't been able to find it. Goofy Goobers up 4-1. 3 goals in 1 minute and 4 seconds. It's not impossible, but it's going to be a rough one. As Rickamus Prime sends this one high, pops it up against the backboard. This ball floats back down mid. No one there. Shaded can't quite get there in time. Huskers send this toward the sidewall. Missed by Skull. Huskers picks it up. Can't get the flick around Steve. And as the ball deteriorates in this orange half, the chances of this game slick away and scammer themselves out of position as Sleepy cuts them off early.
30 seconds left here. Goofy Goobers just keep on piling on the pressure. Rickamus tries to clear it out. Skull there once again. Has Steve up early. Steve has the lead! Oh, what is Steve? Oh my god, but Steve able to put it away.
Yeah, Steve finds this really, really nice angle at the side. This ball floating down, gets saved immediately by Shaded, but it's not enough. And Dognappers, the nail drives deep, the coffin is closed, and the funeral is set. Goofy Goobers, while it took a while, have finally found their way into the back end and fully into the win of this series. Dognappers had a great chance. Oh, Shaded played a great 2 games, but with 10 seconds rolling down, Sleepy trying to put any more into this game here. I mean, it is rough to look at as 5-1, our final score. Don't garbage time unluck me, please. Please, please.
God.
Thank you. 5-1, our final score as Goofy Goobers take this win in their first win of this DCRL season.
Let me tell you, Penn, I thought this match was over by like game 2 or 3. I thought, oh, this is going to be a quick series, but no, Dog Nappers decided to make it interesting. We get more content, but ultimately Goobers regain, hold on, and they take week 1.
Yeah, they do. And honestly, it was a good performance from both sides. I mean, I'm not normally the guy to say that. I will normally heavily lean to a certain side. But Adam just jumping straight into our chat before we're ready. Gotta love that. We'll pull him in here. We'll say congratulations. Give me 1 second to get that stuff ready because Adam decided to be built different, and that's okay.
Yeah, Adam just joined.
And admin privileges are so nice.
Yeah, bro.
I bet they are. I bet they are. As we welcome in Sleepy Skull and Steve. Congratulations on your first game win of this series.
Thank you.
I should say series win. My bad. Oh,
Yeah, what the hell are you thinking, man?
my bad. My bad. Congratulations. How are we feeling?
Great.
Feel great. Easy dub.
Actually, I'm a little mad. That's about it.
Oh, really? Really, Skull?
Yeah, we were supposed to play a 3v3 Heat Seeker tourney, but
Yeah,
I'm still salty about the
Game went a
drop
little
home I had
long.
from work.
yeah, it's rough.
That's sad.
Yeah, love the face paint, Steve. Honestly, I really wanted to talk to you every time I casted you last season. Sadly, didn't get much of a winner's interview, but
Hey,
what's the back?
That's brutal.
What's the background of the face paint today? What's the origin of this?
I picked a few colors out of the drawer and I threw them on.
Fair enough.
I need to see this, bro. I haven't even looked at it.
I'm gonna go over to Sleepy. Sleepy, I got a question for you. You guys came out strong. What really was there a change in game plan? Was there a change in mental? Did they change something up? What caused the delay in the series before you guys could finish it off?
I think they were just trying to like out aggress us. I think like the first 2 games we had the control of the ball most of the game, and then after those last 2 we lost, we honestly weren't even worried, bro. Adam was like keeping us in good spirits, so I'm happy with how we did.
Solid. Any questions from you, Paco?
Yeah, I'll throw this one over to Skull. Skull, I heard on good authority that you are considered the Div B demo man. Are you looking to keep that title, or are you going to try to switch up your gameplay and try to go for something else?
Depends on how I'm feeling. If I got someone in the other team that I got like fake beef with, I'll probably just rotate through them and just demo chase. But other than that, I don't know. It's usually a per game basis. Some days I'm feeling pretty demo-y and I'm seeing cars better than balls, but it's per game basis type thing.
W.
Completely fair. All right, well, boys. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. It's a pretty quick interview. We're gonna head off to intermission in just a moment here, but I just want to say congratulations on your first week win. Congrats on your Div B debut, Steve. Fantastic game from you. Fantastic game from the squad entirely. And y'all have a fantastic night.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
Congratulations, boys.
Peace, y'all. All right, it's gonna be back to me and you, Paco. What a game!
Man,
I mean,
let me tell you.
Game 5, didn't expect that personally. I mean, I thought it was over also around like 2. I thought maybe they'd like follow my prediction perfectly, but sadly Shaded had other things on his mind. He decided to single-handedly ruin my prediction, which is not very cool of him. I still got the team right, so I'm not too mad, but would have loved both. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in, cast with me. Is this your first cast this season?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What a great match to cast too for
100%.
My first casting.
Yeah, more to come from Paco here. Thank everyone for watching for this one. We'll be back in about 10-ish minutes. We have another game up just soon. Bad Wi-Fi, take on Jumbo Nut. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in a little bit.
Peace.